Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report for the day of 1196 for the 3rd of June. And another 24 hours and another series of a lot of frontline change. And the big one is still at the Sumy front. There is quite a big amount of change, and also there is some big ones over at the Bakhmut and New York front as well. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna turn this off first. We're gonna start off with the Sumy front. Over at the Sumy front, you can see there is still massive update. But first, before we go to the Russian one, there's a Ukrainian update, frontline change. The Ukrainians have attacked Tekino. So let me zoom. So this is Tekino, and the Ukrainian forces has been geolocated along this tree line as they have attacked in. So this caused the frontline change in this sector, as they try to reverse the situation and perhaps to try to draw the Russians away from their offensive. So whatever it is, this is what it is. The advance over this tree line is around almost 2 kilometers. So this is a pretty deep advance. We shall see. According to the information, is an infantry attack. The next frontline change is over at the main Russian offensive region, just north of Sumy. Sumy is over here. So the Russian forces have confirmed to have captured Andriivka. So we're going to do one by one. So Andriivka over here is now confirmed to be captured. This mapping is based on Ukrainian mapping. The Ukrainian mapping have updated that the Russians have expanded control south of Konstantinivka, and they have basically reached the outskirts of Kindrativka, going down, capturing the entirety of Andriivka, and also they have confirmed that the Russians have at least captured half of Oleksievka, which is over here. So the Russian forces basically have advanced, capturing all these rear positions, attacking into Andriivka, fully capturing it, expanding the zone of control along the Gali, as well as closing down on Kindrativka. So that's the frontline change in this sector. Pretty comprehensive in terms of the Russian capture. So this is a new situation. The Russians have captured Andriivka. The advance from the previous geolocation is around 1.7 kilometers. To the deepest point in terms of the frontline change, we are talking about like 6.5 kilometers. So that's the main thing. Over in nearby, just at Vodolahi, we previously already have the Russians announcing the capture at 31st of May. The Ukrainian mapping have finally updated the map and are confirming that they have captured the Russians have captured the entirety of Vodolahi. So this is our first finally we have some confirmation of this advance. The advance is around 1.2 kilometers deep, and finally we have some corroboration as the front lines get more and more matching between the Russian and Ukrainian side. Nearby at Bilovody, the Ukrainians have also mapped that the Russians have a bit more grounds in the southeast of Bilovody than previously understood. But mainly that's about it. This is the entire of the Sumy front as the Russian forces continue to take huge amount of grounds. Like even if this advance is 1.5, that means the Ukrainians also hardly defended over Andriivka. So we still looking for the next front defense line from the Ukrainians, and like I said, it's most likely going to be along the this forest region. Most likely this is going to be the defense line as they abandon everything north of this position. So we're going to move on to the next front line change, which is over at the Bakhmut front. So over at this is Bakhmut, and this is the frontline changes north of Krychorivka. This is based on Ukrainian mapping. Russian forces have advanced greatly in the north of Krychorivka, and they have captured the entire forest south of Orikovo-Vasilevka. The entire big forest has been taken. The entire hilly region north of Krychorivka as well has been taken, as well as this patch of forest west of Krychorivka is also taken by the Russian forces. So this is this may not be a new offensive. I just want to say this could be actually be an update of a frontline change that has not been updated in a long time due to probable recent offensive by the Russians. So the Ukrainians updated this before they got exposed. So something like this. The advance is around over 2 kilometers, and this forest most likely is already under Russian control for some time. So just want to note about this. Especially, Russians already claimed capture of Horivka a long time ago. So is Vasilivka, so is Novomarkove. So all these three places has already been claimed to be captured by the Russian forces. So the having Russians controlling the forest is not like it's an impossibility. So, and the next frontline change is over in Chasiv Yar. So the Russian forces advance in the center of Chasiv Yar, capturing some grounds within the city, and also over in the northern area. Let me move. So in the northern area, in this very hilly, complicated geography region, as well as the forest patch, the Russian forces have captured the entire area here, according to the Ukrainian mapping as well. So all these are Ukrainian mapping. So there's the frontline change in this area here. Pretty significant. If you ask me, you can see how complicated this region here is. It looks like a computer game map, and looks like a death trap. Like anywhere you go, there could be a sniper aiming at you. And within the city of Chasiv Yar, so you can see the Russians capture. Everything here, of course, no, I don't think there's any Ukrainians there. It's just a gray zone thing that the Ukrainians always do. So basically, that's about it for this frontline change at Chasiv Yar. There's one last frontline change. It's over at Yablunivka, over in the New York front. This is New York, and over in the south or north of Oleksandropil, and south of Yablunivka, which is where the Ukrainians are currently holding the defense line, protecting the southern flank of Konstantinivka. Russian forces has been geolocated at this point. This is a reported attack by the Russian forces, and given the geography of this region here, I have assessed that the front line is now looking like this. So it validates some of the Ukrainian claims in this region here, and also capture a lot of grounds in this region, because to attack here, certain places here must be under Russian control. That's the reason why the update, the mapping change, it looks like this. The advance from the previous line is around 2 kilometers. So these 2 kilometers, clearly, the Ukrainians have largely abandoned it. To the southernmost point is 3 kilometers. So the basically have attacked to this point, and the Russians are trying to plant a foothold into this tree line. They basically attack into this area to build a position here to continue to attack northward. The feeling I get is that the Ukrainians may not be defending at all in this area here. So the Russians are just creating a forward position to continue the attack on Yablunivka. So that's the main gist of the situation here. So let's go back to the calculation. So the Ukrainians have captured a whopping 1.99, almost 2 square kilometers at Takhino. The Russians have the biggest frontline change at Sumy. But of course, in that big one, the big one, half of it is already previously, claimed by the Russian side, of course. So even if you divide by 2, you're adding up the Bakhmut and the Niu-York one, it's still going to be more than 20 square kilometers. So this is going to be so the Russians definitely is keeping up with the 20 square kilometers number, but this is going to be big. 32.42 plus 9.69 plus 11.7. The total area captured is 73.81 square kilometers, and to be a bit more fair to the Ukrainians, minusing what we have previously calculated before regarding the Russian claims, at least this is still a 30 square kilometers captured by the Russian forces. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. Do press the like button. Happy birthday to you, and subscribe if you are not. You have not subscribed. We are going for 100k. I've been saying this for like half a year now. so do subscribe. Help me reach there and get the silver plug. And I'll see you guys in the next update.